Also upon a time, a nobleman like would marry after his wife died with a woman who had two daughters, and three of them didn't have a lot of good virtues. The nobleman had a daughter from the first marriage, but she was unlike her stepsister, good and beautiful as her mother was. Right after the wedding, the stepmother showed her real face and made her stepdaughter, Cinderella, do all of the housework while sleeping on the attic. She looked after her daughter and dressed them nicely. The girl, despite her misery, got on fine with everything, but she could say anything to her father, who was also afraid of the stepmother. Every night after a long day of working, she used to sit next to the fireplace, and that's why she was called Cinderella. Even though she was wearing rags, she was still more beautiful than her stepsister. One day, the king organized a ball for his son and invited all the nobility. The two stepsisters were looking forward to the dance, made their hair, and prepared their dresses. Cinderella selflessly helped them and wanted to go to the dance as every other girl, but dressed badly and fightly because of the ash she could go anywhere. Her sister argued with that. When the big day finally arrived, her stepsister went to the ball. Cinderella said goodbye to them in tears, and then her godmother, who was a good fairy, saw her. She felt pity for the poor Cinderella, and when she told her she wanted to go to the ball, the godmother decided to help her. First, she sent the girl to the garden to get a pumpkin, and then she carved it and made a beautiful carriage of it. After that, Cinderella had to bring the mousetrap where 6 mice were caught, and one by one left the mousetrap. The fairy godmother turned them into horses, and the lizard that Cinderella found were turned into servants. Cinderella was still wearing the filly dress, so the fairy godmother made her a beautiful dress with a just touch of her wand. Nicely dressed, Cinderella was ready for the ball. The fairy godmother reminded her that she can't stay after midnight because then everything goes back to the normal. When she arrived, the prince spotted her immediately and was impressed with her beauty. Cinderella started dancing with the prince and sat around the table with her stepsister and shared lemon and orange with him that she got from the prince. The stepsister did not recognize her. A moment before midnight, Cinderella said goodbye to everyone and disappeared. At home, she said her thanks for the fairy godmother and said that she will go to dance tomorrow because the prince invited her. Later on, the stepsister returned and told the history about the beautiful girl they saw at the ball. The other day, Cinderella asked one of her stepsisters to borrow her yellow dress for the dance, and she was disgusted by that idea. The godmother stepped in one more time, and Cinderella was having such a wonderful time at the ball that she had forgotten about the time. The midnight clock tick made her wrong, but her show fell off and the prince forgot. A search started, but nobody knew where the beautiful girl went. The guards said that they have seen a fearsome woman running, but not a beautiful girl in her dress. The prince announced that he will marry the girl who is the owner of the choice. The servants carried the shoe all around the kingdom, and when they got to the house where Cinderella lived, her stepsister hurried to try on the shoe, but it didn't fit. Then Cinderella asked if she could try it, what made the stepsister laugh. The nobleman in charge of the shoe said that it was ordered by the princess that every girl needs to try on the shoe. It was a perfect fit for Cinderella. The stepsisters were even more shocked when Cinderella pulled the other shoe out of her pocket. After that, the godmother arrived and made Cinderella dress even more beautiful than at the ball. The stepsister realized how mean they were and asked Cinderella for her forgiveness. She forgave everything, and when she married the prince, she stayed her stepsister in the castle and helped them get married for the handsome man that lived there.